real cases before a real judge.
Plaintiff Siobhan Berry dated the defendant off and on for 13 years. Siobhan says when she was pregnant with the defendant's first child, she discovered he was cheating with her cousin. Siobhan forgave him, but then discovered he had impregnated another woman. She's suing him today for child support. Defendant Quinn Rainey says while dating Siobhan, he was in and out of jail, and he suspects she was unfaithful while he was incarcerated. As a result, Quinn has doubts about fathering Siobhan's first child, so he petitioned the court for a paternity test.
Tell me what you want me to know.
Yes, sir. I met Mr. Rainey when we were in high school. I was 15 and he was 17. We've been dating on and off for the past 13 years, and it's been 13 years of uncut hell. I mean, from cheating, lying, deceiving, things of that nature. I'm here today because he owes me in back child support. Just an example of the cheating.
When did you all have the child?
We had a child in 2008.
All right.
Okay, and just an example.
When was all the lying and cheating? Prior to that?
Yes, well, it was kind of prior to that and then during my pregnancy as well.
How often was he lying and cheating before 08?
I can't even recall. He lies so much, I don't even think he lives in the real world.
So why did you think it was a good idea to have a child with him in 08?
You know, being with somebody for as long as I was with him, he'd come back and tell me, oh, let's work it out, let's be together, I want to have a kid. Then I believe him like a fool, and I have a kid, and here we are.
So what happened this time to cause you all to break up?
Well, Mr. Rainey, I found out that Mr. Rainey was having sex with my cousin.
Ooh.
So I go home one day after hearing the news of Mr. Rainey having sex with my cousin. I go home to find Mr. Rainey. I asked him about it. He denies it, and we got into a fight. The fight was on as soon as I got in the house. So I guess he felt like because I had the best of him, he was going to call the police on me.
Had the best of him? Physically? You
yes.
mean?
So I'm 7 months pregnant with our
Without a weapon?
Without a weapon. All I had was a big old huge pregnant stomach. That's all I had.
Well, he was just doing what a man should do, just taking the punches because he probably knew he deserved it. This man.
He knew he deserved it.
Well, it's not like he could not have overcome you, ma'am. He was being respectful of the baby and taking what he knew he deserved. Isn't
he
that
deserved
right?
it. He absolutely deserved it. Absolutely.
So where did things go from there? Is that when you all broke up?
Well, actually, yes, we broke up after that because he called the police on me.
When was that?
That was when I was about 7 months pregnant.
About 08 again?
Yes.
Okay. And what has been happening with you all since then?
Well, we got back together after that dispute. And then here we go lying and cheating again. 3 o'clock in the morning, Mr. Rainey receives a text message on his phone. I go to check his phone. It's some girl I've never seen or heard of before in my life saying that Mr. Rainey's daughter was born. So I went into the bedroom where Mr. Rainey was sleeping, slapped him around a little bit, wake him up. What is this about? Mr. Rainey has no idea what it's about. And we broke up after that. And shortly after that, I realized that I was pregnant with our second daughter. So we've been broken up ever since then.
Sir?
Well, I'm here today to ask the court to give me a DNA test on my daughter, Cheyenne.
On the second child?
The first one.
First one?
The first one.
What makes you suspect it might not be your child?
Well, for starters, she refers to me as Quinn instead of Daddy to my kids.
That's your name?
Does she know you owe child support?
Yes.
Well, maybe that's why she don't call you daddy. You're not behaving as one.
Amen.
Daddy pay for the children. You're lucky she don't. You're lucky she don't call you sperm donor. If you don't start paying soon, that may be what it is. Hey, sperm donor, can I go so-and-so place? You're talking about you want to be called daddy. Go ahead, Quinn. So that's the reason you suspect she's not your daughter, because she won't call you
I have my
what
own
you're
reasons.
not?
She's a cheater as well.
No, you didn't.
She just failed to realize to bring it up.
So tell me what happened prior to the child coming regarding her alleged cheating.
Well, I haven't really caught anything on her. It's just I've been in and out of jail. So when a person go to jail, they either leave their spouse or that spouse stays with them. I wanted her to leave because I didn't know what was going on. And in that time, she probably met, I don't know, a few people.
You didn't want me to leave.
She told you
left.
that?
People told me.
Okay.
I had people tell me
and they
that.
said she was dating some of these people?
If that's the word you want to use.
Well, okay. Well, you're having sex with them?
Sexual relations.
All right. What were you in and out of jail for?
Petty things. Petty things.
Okay.
But
You didn't cheat on her while you was in jail, did you?
no, I did not.
That's a whole nother story.
Just making sure. All right. And you wanted DNA because you think perhaps while you were in jail, one of those instances, she had sex with someone and it resulted in a child that doesn't belong to you.
Correct.
All right. And this is the child you're suing on behalf of for child support?
Yes, sir.
What about the second child?
The second child, well, on his birthday in 2008, my birthday present to Quinn was child support. So we go to court, and they let it be known that Mr. Rainey has to pay $341 a month.
Mm-hmm.
So the agreement between Mr. Rainey and I is if you keep up on these payments, this should be sufficient enough for me to balance between our two children because I know he wasn't making that much money.
So you were giving him a 2-for-1 deal.
Trying. So
You think your child would appreciate that?
I don't think she would. Right now, I don't think she would. Because I don't appreciate it.
Yeah, well, my point is people cut these deals and then 15 years later when the child needs a high school car, and say, Mama, why can't I have a car? Daddy been paying child support for 10 years. I cut a deal. Yeah, you're not cutting a deal for yourself. You're cutting that child's deal. You cut that child out of that child's money.
Very true.
Go ahead.
So, like I said, in 2008.
For a man who slept with your cousin and don't think the child is even his. Go ahead.
Absolutely. And accused me of cheating and told me that he wanted me to leave when I really actually left.
Once again, the second child, that deal is still in place?
Right now it is, but it's not going to be too much longer.
Okay, good enough. Not collecting any child support for the second child. Gotcha. Well, first of all, let's make sure he's behind on child support. You have any documentation?
Absolutely. What I have here, very pretty frame, is something that I hang up in my home to remind me not to go back there, despite what he says.
All right, and remind the baby to call him Quinn instead of Daddy.
Right here, so it's Quinn Rainey. Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
So this is his arrears paperwork stating how much he owes a month, and also
all right. Total arrear is $12,281. You're $12,000 behind, sir, and trying to get out of it by saying it's not your baby. All right.
Absolutely.
You got the DNA result. You got the DNA results.
absolutely.
It's time to pay up. Yeah, my baby. How old is the child now? 4?
Yes, sir. She's
All
4.
right. And these are the games you play with her. Gotcha. Where you work at, Dad?
Nowhere.
And you're smiling. You're proud of that.
No, sir, I'm not.
You're a deadbeat, man. You owe $12,000, won't even work. That's called deadbeat dad. No, you're lucky that baby don't call you deadbeat. That's what you are. When the last time you worked? You keep having these babies? What's this other woman you done had a baby by? You paid for that baby?
One of my daughters stayed with me. That's why I pay child support.
How many children do you have?
I got 6 kids.
And only one lives with you. Probability of, yeah. And this child is one of them. You're a disgrace to black men. Judgment for the plaintiff.
Well, I still feel the same.
Same.
The same. Nothing's changed. He still owes. He needs to pay.
I'm gonna try to fight for my kids.
Nothing. He's gonna do absolutely nothing.
We'll see about that.
Same thing he's
We'll
been
probably
doing.
be here again.
Same thing he's been doing for the last 4 years. Nothing. $12,000 in the hole. Nothing.